Let's all admit that Canadians are obsessed with real estate. To be specific, owning real estate. I've realized this after a decade in the industry. That's a fact. And a perfect example of this is what's happening this year to start the 2024 real estate market. For those of you who don't know what's happening this year, well, you obviously didn't watch my market update video, but I can tell you that transaction volumes are up year over year, January of this year compared to January of last year, by almost 1,000. Meanwhile, interest rates are actually lower last January by 50 basis points. So in today's video, let's challenge the idea of purchasing real estate in the current economic environment. Does it make sense to buy, or is it better to rent? I'll tell you this, no sane realtor would make a video like this, by the way. So I guess you can consider me insane. Let's assume you're a reasonable individual, you have 20% down, you're ready to go, you want to buy this year, you've consulted with your mortgage broker, you've received a pre-approval, and after some deliberation, you've chosen to target a 3-year fixed mortgage rate, which by the way, today sits in the mid-5s range. A detached home in Toronto currently costs $1.57 million. For easy math, let's assume it's $1.5 million. By the way, I've seen plenty of semis this spring sell for that much. After 20% down, your monthly mortgage payment on a property such as this is $6,800 a month. The kicker is, when you look at the amortization schedule, by the way, lots of you guys don't even know what that is, but please have a look at it. You can see that out of $81,000 that you're going to make in any given calendar year in mortgage payments to the bank, $65,000 of that are pure interest. Meaning you're paying about $5,600 a month to the bank for the luxury of having a mortgage. Now, with owning a house, you have other costs, such as property taxes and maintenance. Let's assume these costs are minimal, so $500 a month for property taxes, so $6,000 a year, and $500 a month for maintenance. So that same figure for maintenance. It's very conservative. So when you add it all up, you're spending, and when I say spending, I really mean you're kind of throwing away $6,600, which is a combination of your interest, maintenance, and property taxes. So what is the alternative, you ask? Well, how about we take a look at the rental market? How about a semi-detached renovated home in prime Toronto leasing at $4,500 a month? Mind you, it's been on the market for over 60 days. So you better believe you can negotiate the price a little bit on that. Or how about this semi for even less? A savings of $2,300 a month or so if we compare it against the more expensive rental property. Now, this is before factoring in the interest that you could have earned on your deposit that you put down to buy a house, which is 20% on 1.5 million is $300,000. Plus, you do have to pay land transfer taxes, of course. So any GIC right now in a typical bank on a 1-year term pays 4.75%. So about $15,000 a year in interest, $1,250 a month or so. After you add this $1,250 to the $2,300 I just mentioned earlier you save by renting, the total is $3,550 a month. You times that by 12 and that's $43,000 per year. One major argument to be made in favor of buying under all of these circumstances that I just described is to assume that your home that you're buying is going to increase in value by more than $43,000 per year. Whether this type of price appreciation is going to happen or not, that's for you to decide. After all, we are getting absolutely crazy amounts of immigration entering our country. The purpose of this video is not to dissuade you from buying or persuade you from buying. It's to merely open your eyes and show you some of the math that's happening behind the scenes when it comes to making a major decision such as buying a home. The truth is, with the rates currently where they are and the rental prices currently where they are and dropping, buying a home makes less sense than it did before. When rates were in the 2s, nearly 50% of your mortgage payment every month was going back into your pocket. Now it's just 20%. I'm afraid a lot of Canadians are just not doing the simple math, and that's a little bit sad. Thank you guys for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I definitely think you should share it with a friend. Feel free to subscribe to the channel. And if you're interested in having a discussion about your real estate goals in the future in 2024, 2025, there is a Calendly link in the description of the video. I'm happy to have a free, no obligation 15-minute chat about your real estate goals.